Hello, thank you for joining us. I'm going to give it just a few more seconds to let everyone join us, and then we'll get started. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Alex Seville. I am on the training and support team here at Hawks Learning. And today we are going to be looking at how to edit the Learn content within your Hawks Mastery-based homework lessons. So to get started, first you will want to sign in to your Teach account, which can be accessed from our main website at hawkslearning.com or directly at teach.hawkslearning.com. If you do not have your credentials for this, your training representative would love to help you with that, so please don't hesitate to contact us. Upon signing in, you will want to access your Hawks gradebook, which should be located on your instructor dashboard. If it is not yet, then you will simply click Add Course to access your gradebook. And I do apologize. I believe this pulled me into the wrong one. It did. All right. Once you've signed in, select your Hawks gradebook. And then to edit the Learn portion of your homework lessons, you're going to want to navigate to the Assignments tab, select Curriculum, and then open the curriculum template that you're wishing to edit. As a reminder, if you're using that template for more than one section or more than one instructor, your changes will automatically apply to all of those sections that are using it, just to make it a step easier. So today we are going to look at editing lesson 1.2. So when you first open up a lesson within your curriculum template, as you may be familiar, it will first prompt you to review the questions that are included in Practice and Certify. So that's what's loading here for me now. Once that loads though, we will want to select the settings wheel in the top right-hand corner and select Open Learn. This opens the Learn portion of that lesson so that you can review the content and make any edits needed. You'll see here that you're taken to the objectives page by default, and you have an editor here at the bottom with lots of options. You can add tables, images, text, format your text, as well as embed a number of different things from the internet, which is can really help you customize your course if there are, for example, videos that you've created and host on your YouTube channel, or various resources that you find yourself directing students to regularly in certain topics. This feature can be really helpful to really help tailor your course. So I'm going to show a couple examples of how this could be used as we take a look at it today. So just to give you kind of a brief overview, the tool is located here at the bottom. So you'll see our Hawks content here at the top and your ability to add additional content here at the bottom. You'll also notice there are two options here in the top right-hand corner. You can hide an entire screen or replace an entire screen. So let's say, for example, I didn't want students to see this main objectives page. If I select to hide it and save changes, students would no longer see this page when they first open up Learn. They would be taken straight to the first main content of the lesson. Another common thing that we've seen instructors do is add a note here, especially with the move to online learning, adding in portions to learn to help take attendance or to help prompt discussion. So maybe adding a question within the lesson that you want to open up class with the next time you do have a synchronous meeting can be a helpful tool to help both encourage students to use this resource, but also to have a starting point for class. So I'm going to just do an example here. Let me put in some text. So let's say that we did want to kind of make a little mini quiz within Learn to use as attendance for class. So I'm going to make a little note here after reviewing this lesson, come back to this page to answer the following question for your attendance credit this week. I can make this bold. And then what I'm going to do is you'll see here, I've already created a form in Google. There are a number of different ways online that you can create little polls for students. Anything that has an embed link can be added into your Learn content. So I just use Google Forms as an example because it's pretty straightforward. So I just created lesson 1.2, attendance for February 1st, and put in a simple question for students if they've read through this lesson that they should be able to solve. To then embed this feature into your Learn, you're simply going to select Send, and then this indicates the embed link. So it's called various things throughout, but you're looking for the embed HTML. And I'm just going to select all and copy. So you can right click and copy. And then when you go back to Hawks, in order to input anything that's an embed link, you're simply going to select the source button first, enter your embed link, and then close out of source. If you see this box that says iframe, that means it added successfully. So I'm going to save my changes here. I'm going to make a couple other edits to this lesson just to show you some other examples and how the functions work. And then we will go into the student side and see it from that perspective. So we added just our little attendance quiz here. Let's navigate through the lesson just so that you can see some of the other changes you can make. I mentioned being able to embed various things. Another common application of that is to embed a video. So if there's a video that you tend to reference quite a bit, this is just a Hawks video from our YouTube channel, but any video on YouTube or other video service should work. In YouTube in particular, you're looking for the share option here, which is the common kind of terminology to find the embed link. And then you want embed. It will give you the HTML. Again, I'm going to select all and copy. I'm going to go back to my Learn Notes. Again, you want to click the source button, enter your embed information, and unclick source so that it adds the video for you. I'm going to save my changes. Oh, I may have already, there we go. I'm going to save my changes, and it should always confirm for you when those have been saved. And then one other example that I want to show you while we have a few minutes today, I'm actually going to jump to one of the examples that's included in this lesson. So again, your pages navigation can let you jump to different content. And let's say, for example, I want to use a different example here for whatever reason. I can select at the top to replace this screen, and then you could type in your own, custom example here. I won't make you all watch me come up with a custom example, but we'll just do this so that you can see what this is going to look like on the student side should you enter an actual, your own custom text. Now let's navigate over to the student side. Again, I'd like to show you what all of these changes now look like. So this is my student dashboard. I was inactive for too long. That's okay. We will sign in and we will open up the lesson that we just edited. So this is 1.2. And we're going to go into Learn. And you'll see that now as a student, I'll have the Hawks content at the top, but I will also see the custom instructor content here below where I can enter in my answer and submit it to you. Again, this will go to the Google form that I created, but makes it a kind of a quick and easy way to poll students or to get information directly within this mode if that's something you're looking to do. So let me continue through the pages. So again, on page 2, we added that video. So you'll see at the top, they still have all of the Hawks content because we just added it to this page. But they can also see the video here at the bottom. I just added this here. We could have centered it. We can also change the size of it by adjusting the information in that embed link. So it will have a height and a width that's clearly labeled that you can adjust. So if you go in and it's really little for some reason or really big, generally speaking, it's an appropriate size. But if you happen to run into that, know that you can change it. And we would also be happy to guide you through those very specific directions if needed. Students can play the video directly on this page so it doesn't lose where they're at. So it can be really helpful. And then I believe we added a custom example here to number 5. And so you'll see our example is the only thing displaying on this page because we selected to hide the Hawks content. So hopefully this gives you a good overview to get started with our Learn Screen Notes feature to customize the Learn portion of your mastery-based assignments. I do want to thank you all for joining me today. I hope this information was helpful as you start to prepare for your term. I have reserved a little bit of time here at the end for any questions that you may have. So if you have anything you'd like me to address, please just add those to the Q&A portion of Zoom, and I would be happy to help. So let me see if we've got any questions this morning, and we will address those. right. It doesn't look like we have very many questions this morning, so that's okay. Just as yes, we can certainly do that. So thank you for your question. If there is anything else that we can do for you all, please don't hesitate to contact us. Your training and support team would love to help in any way that we can. So we thank you very much for your time this morning, and hope you have a great day.